3, 2, 1.
Okay, guys, it's
Oh my God.
Nintendo.
Nintendo. Look at what we are playing.
Oh shit, it's probably gonna be just as good as our Mario.
Alright, so this is going to be a comprehensive speed run. 100% speed run. We're going to try to get this all done in one night.
Okay, your name is now
No, I got
Quag.
it. No, I got it. I named our new precious son the worst assassin in the world. His name is Florp.
He is a Florp.
I will put up a picture of him alongside this so everybody understands how sweet baby little Florp is. I love him. Look at him.
He Florps.
So the game starts with Zelda. She was arrested for tax fraud, and she wants us to break her out. She's wait, how old is she in this one? Is she an adult? She's got to be an adult.
Is there a King of Hyrule in this one?
There is. He was murdered.
Then yeah, she should be an adult. I mean, she rules,
Okay.
right?
Well, if she's an adult, she's got a booty on her, so we're gonna save her. If she's a kid,
I don't
let's
remember.
just never talk about it again. Well, it's hard to tell with sprites like this.
You got a thing.
I got a lantern. Very important speedrun tactic is to grab the lantern here. Otherwise, next time you get it, your father will have it, and he'll have like a really long spiel like, "Link, I'm back. I'm your father. It's me. I'm not your uncle. That's not what Dan meant to say. That was I'm your father."
Link's father comes back from abandoning him.
Yeah. Actually, interesting story. Link's father is actually Ganondorf.
Cool.
Well, it's not. It's not cool. He dies.
What? Yeah, that's that. Oh, hey, look, we're in the basement.
Hey, look, it's us. Look, it's a blue man. Take my sword. You focus power in the blade. It's pretty cool. Check it out. Zelda is your. Let me tell you how many schoolyard arguments there were about what he was about to say here. Whole lot of people on the schoolyard suspected some incest going on there. It was not cool. None of us were okay with it.
Incest? What do you mean?
Everybody thought he was saying Zelda's your sister.
Is there any confirmation of what the fuck he said?
In the Japanese version, he's apparently said Zelda's your destiny.
Oh.
But because their grammar structure is different, it cut off at a different word. A less critical word.
Oh. And the translators were just dumb.
Well, no, it's they didn't have a whole shit ton to work with.
How's the speedrun going?
It's actually going really well. We're actually a little ahead of time. What we're about to do is the stair skip, where you go up these stairs. Means you don't have to take the elevator, because the elevator is really slow. It's broken. They want to use tax money to fix it, but like they can't really justify it with the budget, because you know they got stairs, and also disabled people are all killed under the whole eugenics bill. Not a popular bill.
Excuse me?
Yeah, it was not a popular bill. The King of Hyrule was not a very popular person.
What was Zelda's father doing up in here?
He was not cool. In the intro that we didn't watch because this is a speedrun, he was in one of these chairs, and he was a skeleton because his flesh was gone.
Really?
Aghanim just took that off, wore it like a suit. It was creepy as fuck. Yeah,
Did a little tap dance on it?
Yeah, it was actually really fucked up, but it was also kind of an impressive tap dance, so you have to give him that.
So do you think Zelda was fucked up by that?
Yeah, are you kidding? I mean, she saw her dad's skin get ripped off. Also, her dad was a weird, like, Nazi kind of guy. Like, you know what? I'm gonna say it. He was a Nazi. A lot of people say.
So you think she, like, didn't really care that much because, you know, her Nazi dad was dead?
Would you care if your dad was a Nazi? Would you be upset? I'm trying so hard to keep it straight. Yeah, no, she was cool then. Well, she was trying to bring all these fine-sounding ideas, like women should be allowed outside of the kitchen, and you know the King of Hyrule wasn't having any of that. We can pray that Zelda does not become the horrific tyrant that her father was. I'm not banking money on it. Smart money's not on Zelda will be a cool princess.
Why?
A lot of people are betting she's gonna just kind of pretend that the whole eugenics thing
Didn't happen?
No, she's gonna pretend that she forgot about it, so she doesn't actually have to talk about it.
Oh,
it's still gonna happen. It's gonna be messed up. You will notice that there are no gay or black people in Hyrule.
Yeah, that's true.
It's really messed up. Like the Kokiri, you remember them? They're all dead.
The Kokiri weren't black?
No, but they were gay.
No, they weren't.
No, every single one of them. It's a little known fact. They had to hide it because the fucking king was trying to kill them.
Isn't this like in the future? of that timeline, or
You'd think they actually rewrote the history books to say that this happened a longer time ago, because the king was just like, well, I gotta at least look a little bit good in history. So they actually have 500 years that's just filled with...
it's just missing?
No, actually most of the history books just say, nice day today, it's pretty cool without all those weird Kakiri dudes. Aren't we glad we got rid of them? Old King, they called him Blichard the Blindheart. Oh, I am almost dead.
Yeah, maybe if you actually were good at this game.
Listen, actually, I am perfectly on pace. This is actually what is called the Big Key Git. It's not a very creative name, admittedly. It's not that great. Another skip here is we actually get the coins before talking to Zelda, because she talks for a really long time. Yeah, Wizard's Inhuman Fiend. That's because it's Ganon. Ganon, as you remember, is a black dude.
Isn't he a pig?
Yeah, he was a black dude. They rewrote the history books.
Oh. And also turned him into a pig somehow?
No, he did do that. That was we were all really confused by that.
When he came out as trans pig, it was very bizarre for the rest of us.
Well, I mean, he was fighting Link, and then he just suddenly turned into an enormous pig, and we were like, whoa, that's new. But, I mean, he did some good stuff for Hyrule.
Yeah? Like what?
He fired the lazy-ass owner of the Lon Lon Ranch.
Good?
Yeah, and he gave everything to Luigi.
Luigi?
Yeah, it wasn't cool.
What happened to his daughter?
She had to work under him, don't you remember?
Right, but, so, like, what do I want to say? Did she, like... was she homeless after her dad got fired, or?
Oh no, she still got to live at her home. It's just she had to like tend the horses. It actually wasn't that different from what her old life was like. Just that she had to deal with Luigi instead of her dad.
Did he go around going Yahoo all the time?
No, he actually went like ah! That's not even a joke. That's the sound he makes. Well, his model looks kind of like Luigi, so...
Oh, yeah.
Inigo, or whatever his name was.
I don't think that was his name.
Oops.
Good, you did it.
No, I didn't.
That's a vital
No, that was
tactic.
very important. No, see, what that did was it reset the heart counter for the entire game, because... See, you get the 3 heart counter that we have right there is Link's heart counter, but there's also a hidden heart counter in the background of the game that counts for like the entire land of Hyrule. So what we actually did was we restored health to Hyrule, which means that Aghanim. Well, that's a spoiler, so I won't spoil it.
Okay.
Yeah. Important thing to realize is just if you'll remember throughout the history books, everybody's saying that the Gerudos are all thieves, they're all bad people, they're all jerks. They're all women. Is another thing that the history books say, that there's only one man every once in a while.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, it's another thing where the King of Hyrule was just like, well, let's just make them all women, then everybody will hate them. And it's like, wow, you are not cool.
You sure about that?
Yeah, I'm very sure.
That they weren't all women?
Well, it's in the Hyrule Historia.
Oh.
That, King Stelphos the Great.
He was a Stelphos?
No, he wasn't a Stelphos. See, what had happened was, he rewrote the history books to make it so that one of the strongest enemies under Ganon's rule was actually his name, because he thought it would be kind of a power move, but honestly it just made us dislike him even more, because Stelphos are really a pain in the ass to fight.
Yeah, they are.
They are.
In,
so that's
every Zelda game.
Yeah, see, exactly. It would be like if I named myself Sir Dragon the Great. Does that mean who likes fighting dragons, right?
Don't people like dragons?
That's what they want you to believe. Really, it's just the fact that the dragon lobby is actually really powerful. Like, you remember British Petroleum?
Yeah.
Dragons.
Probably.
No, see,
Wizard people?
No, that's ridiculous. Why would you believe something like that? What are you talking about, lizard people? Good lord.
Can't you slash those vases?
Nope.
Oh, really?
Nope.
So, wow, vases used to be a lot more of an a challenge, and people
Well,
still like to break them.
They were better built back then.
Was that from the king? Was that one of the good things the king did?
No, King
Like-
King was long dead by by the time that happened. What actually happened was this is actually the first game in the Zelda timeline.
No, I don't think so.
No, it is. See, what had happened was King Blorp, or whatever the fuck his name was, he was...
Stalfos?
Stalfos the Great, yeah, that's what it was. He actually went back in time after seeing how much of a wuss Link was later on. That's when he got rid of all the Kovari and stuff. So this is actually a split timeline.
Okay.
It's very important to remember that, split timeline.
It's like a fourth timeline on the Zelda timeline.
Well, the thing is, the fact that this is a split timeline actually factors into the speedrun.
Does it?
Yeah, it's a very difficult skip next time where we actually skip to an alternate dimension where all the puzzles are already finished. it's just trust me, okay? It's very important that we remember that.
I think we're stupid.
Well, no, it comes up in the Pie Dungeon. A lot of people remember it as a desert dungeon, but it's actually a well-kept secret. It's all pie. There's no sand in this game at all. It's just pie.
Man, that sounds delicious.
Well, no, it's rhubarb pie.
Oh. You know, can't rhubarb kill you?
It can. It also makes pigs high as fuck.
Eat
That's not even a joke. That actually does happen.
some pigby.
It's like how you can feed apples to cows and they get really drunk because it takes so long to go through the 17 stomachs that it ferments in their gut.
Really?
Yup.
And they get drunk?
Yup. It's awesome from what I heard. And it also can result in massive damages because cows are enormous. And they love the taste of human flesh.
Excuse me?
Well, you love the taste of cow flesh, don't you?
Probably.
Yeah, well, you just ate a burger today.
Yeah.
And was it good?
Yeah.
So yeah, you love the taste of cow flesh, unless it was a horse, in which case you love the taste of horse flesh. So this here is Sahasrara. His real name's Dave, but he didn't think that had like enough of a enough of an air of mystery, so he changed it to Sahasrara.
So wait, if Sasparilla a
Sahasrara.
sage?
No, he is not. We actually don't deal with the sages in this game. We deal with the descendants. They're all the bastard children. Because I mean, when you're a sage, you can crush mad puss. So so the sages had tons of illegitimate children. It's honestly a really shameful chapter in Hyrule.
Crush mad puss.
That's how they phrase it in the history books. Because they were rewritten, you see, by King Stalfos the Great.
Crush mad puss.
Fuck.
You're restoring Hyrule's health.
Yeah, no, it's very important because, like, while we're doing all this, Ganon is actually in the heart of Hyrule, just stabbing it repeatedly. So every once in a while, we need to refresh the health, otherwise he'll just kill it straight up, and we'll just get a game over where he just like flips us off. It's actually kind of funny the first time you see it, but after like the 17th time he kills Hyrule, it's just like, alright, fuck off, Ganon, I get it. You're flipping me the finger, it's not funny. So this is another very important part of the speedrun, is you want to actually go through these places, go through these doors, walk slightly to the left of it first. You go here, you hang out here for a minute, you just take a quick smoke break. It's Union rules. Very important. If you don't do that during the speed run, the Union will be on your ass. They have a really good lawyer. His name actually is Ganon, no relation.
No relation.
Yeah, he gets that a lot though, so you know he won't, like, if you go like you know, he'll get it, but just don't like do it twice because that's rude.
Probably.
So these are the balls. Very important part of the speed run is to watch the balls.
God, who doesn't like watching balls?
I mean, it's true. It's true facts. So now that the balls have been watched, that actually spawns 300 rupees over here. Oh, it was only 100. My mistake. They rewrote the history books. I thought it was 300. See, King Stalfos the Great likes to make it look that Hyrule is actually way more prosperous than it actually is. Honestly, Hyrule is in the biggest deficit that they've been in for a long time.
I bet it was Obama's fault.
You must have read the rewritten history books then, because King Stalfos blames it all on the Democrats.
Oh, of course he does.
Well, the biggest issue is they did that whole thing where they took away socialized healthcare, but they gave out socialized swords.
Oh.
Yeah, so instead of like
Socialized swords.
no, that's what the bill was called, socialized swords.
Swords for socialites?
Yes, swords for socialites. That's the one. So like the biggest problem is people stopped being injured and just started being killed. So like the fact that you had to pay for healthcare, like nobody's paying for it. They're all dead. So it actually brought in a whole lot less revenue than King Stalfos thought was going to be.
Really? Man, he's an asshole.
He is an asshole. That's also why there's so many enemies and monsters on the road, is because I mean, everybody's just getting killed. So I mean, the population dropped by like 75%. So nobody's out there killing monsters, except Link. That's actually Link's job. It's not mentioned many times. He actually is a monster killer. He collects their hearts and adds them to his own.
Because more hearts, more human.
Yeah, exactly. It's actually kind of a dark ritual. It's one of Nintendo's darker games. This is the Hoppy Skeleton. Oh, good. Oh, perfect. See, we came very close to missing a skip there. You have to kill the skeleton, otherwise he comes back later and he talks to you a lot about. He tries to sell you a timeshare, but it's bullshit. It's on Death Mountain. It's ugly as hell. It's disgusting. A lot of people. It doesn't actually have a bathroom, so a lot of people just poop in the sink. And, you know, you have to kind of mash it through the fucking dirty every time. It's disgusting. So definitely kill Hoppy the Skeleton every time you see him, because otherwise, you know, you're just going to be trapped in that for an hour. Like, you do get a gift card to Best Buy. So it's not the worst, but, like, the closest Best Buy in Hyrule is in Termina. And, I mean, they're always dealing with the fucking moon and shit, so...
Yeah.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It was a lot easier before King Stalfos actually banned Best Buy, because he tried to bring in the whole Hyrule Mart thing, but they don't actually sell anything.
They don't actually sell anything.
Yeah, it wasn't a very good business decision. I mean, as you might notice, that King Stalfos is not that great with money.
No.
It's
up with him?
Really shameful.
Why is he so bad with money?
I don't know, because he's a fucking idiot.
So do you just have bombs and arrows, or can you not use them yet?
We don't have a bow, but yeah, we could just use bombs whenever. We don't need a bag specifically for bombs. This Link actually knows how to just put them in his backpack.
What backpack?
His tunic actually opens up like one of those like drug dealers, or one of the dealers that sells fake watches. He actually does sell fake watches on the side because, I mean, the economy in Hyrule is so fucking shit, you need to have a side job.
How do you kill those fucks?
I just kill everything and then they pop off.
Oh.
These are actually called anti-fairies. That's not a joke. They're, if you use the stupid powder on them that we don't have yet, god damn it. See, I just had to restore the Hyrule health again. Ganon is really tenacious. Like, he can have you dead before you even leave the tutorial dungeon.
This isn't the tutorial dungeon.
It's not. I'm actually doing really well. This is part of the very important speedrun. So what we're about to get here is, if everything goes correctly, I'll get the bow. If it doesn't go correctly, it's just going to be Ganon's poop, because he got the bow first.
Oh.
Thank you, Jesus, because it's very hard to use the Ganon's poop item.
Yeah, I imagine.
It's not fun. Like, it is kind of fun because Link makes monkey noises while he does it, but it's... Other than that, it's just best to get the bow. Oops. I need to use this. Light this up so I can actually see where the enemies are. That's very helpful.
Probably.
That has nothing to do with speedrun. It's just actually kind of a genuinely helpful tip. This is a bunch of money. We don't actually want to get any of this. This is poison money. It will poison you, and it'll give Link, like, horrible diarrhea.
What?
Like, it's, like, not even funny diarrhea. Like, he's just, like begging for death.
What did you do wrong?
I let myself get hit by a lot of enemies.
Why can't you open that door?
Oh, one of these enemies has the key. There he is. That's all there is to that. There's not really much to say.
Alright, now we're upstairs.
Yeah, now we're heading upstairs. So there's more anti-fairies here, as you can see. See, this is not mentioned much. It's kind of implied, because it's emergent storytelling. This is actually the anti-fairy home that we're just traipsing through and destroying.
Obviously.
Yeah, it's sort of messed up, but you know, they learn weird values in Hyrule, especially under King Stalfos. We're very lucky he's dead. We're very. I rarely say that people should die, but King Stalfos, hoo. Let me tell you, sister, that guy was not cool.
No, he was not.
So we found the secondary ballroom. It's not as important as the main ballroom. We don't have to hang out and watch them.
Yeah,
that's all there is to the ballroom.
They're balls.
They are balls. They are in fact balls. I can confirm that.
They're kind of rude.
This is actually the Anti-Fairy King. We just killed him.
Neat.
So now the Anti-Fairy Kingdom will fall. Thousands will die. It's really a shame, but honestly. Oh, I actually forgot.
Gross.
I actually forgot. There are 2 more Anti-Fairy Kings. They have a very strange monarchy.
Don't judge their royal polyamorous family.
I won't. It's actually pretty
progressive.
Yeah, especially for Hyrule. I mean, Jesus. Come on, bud.
Come on, Mr. King. Well, now all the gays are dead.
Well, yep. So, King Stalfos will be pleased. King.
I thought he was a skeleton now.
Well, I mean, he would be pleased if he wasn't dead. We don't actually want to make him pleased, though, so, you know, that was a bad thing.
Yeah, you fucked up, Dan.
But it's okay, we did that. So we have that heart now. This is a very important thing. Oh, shoot, I missed it a little bit, so that is going to cost us a couple seconds. If you do it at the exact right time, you can actually make a little light spin around Link, and it looks really cool. There's not a whole lot else to it, but I like to do it because I'm a dork. So we got the Pendant of Courage. We can take this to Sahasrahla. He'll fence it for us.
Nice.
Yeah, we can get some booze money, which is actually the goal of the game.
Nice.
Like, we can save Hyrule, but Hyrule's kind of a lost cause.
Get hoes, get booze, right?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
You do get a lot of hoes to carry in your pocket.
That is true. That is true.
Pocket hose.
Pocket hose.
Different area codes, bro.
No, they're all in your pocket. That is the same area code.
Well,
like they are literally in your pocket because they are in tiny crystals.
You just kind of stare at them and go.
Well, I mean, it is an inconvenient manner of hose storage, but you know, you kind of got to do what you got to do. So he's going to give us some mad kicks. What these are going to do is these are going to stunt on Ganon so hard that he decides it's not worth it.
Oh shit, dude.
Yeah, it's cool. Then we'll become king, and then we can reign in terror. Oh, we can also destroy walls.
Look, you found some bonuses.
We found Sahasrahla's secret stash. 50 bucks, a bunch of bombs, and 50 more bucks.
So $100 in bombs.
Yep. Don't know what that guy was planning, but let me tell you, just stay away from any government buildings.
Oh, no!
Look, I'm sorry, but terrorism is the national pastime of Hyrule. When you've got a king like that, like, that's literally the only thing you can do.
Alright, so now this speedrun is now 23 minutes long.
Yep, we're actually on pace. Usually this takes us 45 hours, but we're actually doing pretty alright. I think we can head to the Rhubarb Pie Kingdom.
Rhubarb?
Rhubarb Pie Kingdom, yeah.
Probably.
No, we should be able to... Oh, no, I can't get that yet. I don't have the Zora shoes. So, the shoes that we got, they do let us stunt so hard we can sprint really fast, but they don't let us stunt on the river, so the river is kind of higher up than us on the food chain.
Oh.
It's a damn shame, but, you know, it's going to be fine. Well, this was... see, what I want to do, I just wanted to check down there to make sure they realize I'm not fucking around. I don't have to stay very long. That was actually the shortest amount of time I could stay there. So, yeah, we're definitely still on pace for that. Just wanted to show those bushes that I'm boss. And now we can move on.
That's your baller.
Yeah, oh yeah. We play hard, we ball hard, and that is the river. I just wanted to show you the river.
It's pretty.
It's not pretty. It's an asshole.
Oh, that's true. I forgot about that.
The second we go in there, it drowns us until we can stunt on it with our sweet kicks. See, we have mad kicks right now. We need sweet kicks in order to swim.
Right.
Yeah. So right now what we're doing is we're going to Kakariko Village because we have to find a Bible.
What?
Yeah, we have to find a Bible. The Pi dimension is very, very staunch conservative, so we basically have to pretend that we're Christian at all times. Otherwise, we will run into trouble. That's all we'll say. So we have the Bible now. We can read about all the fucked up shit God did in the Old Testament and wonder why anybody worships that guy.
And God said unto the Hyruleans, "The fuck, man?"
Yeah. Then God said unto them, "Yo, what?"
Yes, sir.
No, there's very, we need to make the forest child disappear. We should be able to do this right now. It'll actually save us about 3 minutes when we get to the final dungeon.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's the forest child. We scared off all his friends, so now he's going to disappear in embarrassment.
Nice.
And we are good. You never want to get that guy and Hoppy the Skeleton in the same room together. Like, honestly, at that point, you might as well just start the game over. You're not playing it ever again.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a nightmare. He buys into Hoppy's shit so much, and then he's all like, "Oh, well, what happens if you do this?" And it's like, oh my god, just fucking let this end. Give me my gift card. It's terrible. It's terrible. I really don't know why Nintendo did that.
Nintendo thought it was a nice touch to realism.
Well, yeah, I get it as realistic, but like at that point, it really doesn't need to be that realistic.
Okay, so where are we going?
We just have to pop down here to the sewage facility.
Okay.
We're actually going to stop it.
What?
Yeah. See, this here is the giant pit of sewage. We are actually going to flow this directly into the castle's basement, and that'll really piss off Ganon.
Are we trying to piss Ganon off? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah. I mean, what else are we doing?
I don't know.
There we go. We had to get the bombs first, but you can only get the bombs or unplug all the sewage.
So you can get the bombs first.
That's right.
Alright, sewage time.
There we go. And there we are. Ganon is going to be super nettled.
Doesn't look like sewage to me. It looks nice.
Yeah, well, they cleaned it up in the Super Nintendo version.
Oh.
We're also going to get this fish. Oh, shit. Okay, well, we got the piece of heart.
What does the fish do?
Trust me, it's very important. He's actually a member of the Resistance.
He's certainly resisting getting one with you.
He definitely is. It's tough. So we have to bring him to the drop-off point. There we go. Oh, no, come on, buddy. So he has to resist to pretend that he's not doing it on purpose. And $50 or $20, I forget.
Well, you didn't get it, so.
Well, the money's not important. The important thing is that we have assisted the resistance.
Well, and now you're gonna die too. So.
Very important. Very important stuff. Alright, next thing we need to do is destroy this guy's sign. Is fuck this guy. Oh, no, fuck you, buddy. And we need to kill this crow because he's being a total dickwad right now.
So now this guy's our friend?
Yes, actually, he's our resistance contact.
Okay.
Oh, shit. He just got caught by the SS.
Oh well, better him than you.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, if we had not brought him along, we would have been caught, so it's actually really good that we did.
What the fuck are these guys? They're like, hey! They're like, hey! Hey, babe.
So we gotta bring out our Bible here, so this vulture will leave us alone. There we go. Give out a quick shout out to my big man JC. Sign of the cross.
Big Mama Angelica?
Yeah, Big Mama Angelica. Cyber Angelica. So now the vulture is actually our friend. He will help us get into any churches we need to go into.
We've proven to him that we're authentic.
Well, yeah, we're Christian enough for him, so that's cool. Oh, yeah, get some that.
We are authentic Christians to him.
It's true. Very important. Very important that they think that about us. Oh boy, that guy saw right through us and saw the sin in our heart.
Saw that there was dicks that were sucked.
Something like that. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. So you actually really want to be at one half of it. Oh, see, this is actually a pretty good thing that I did right here. If you die early on in the pie dimension, it actually makes things easier going forward because your soul has to go through heaven. But the problem is, once you get through the pie dimension, you start doing some really crazy shit, and your soul ends up going to hell.
Oh.
So now that we've died, we actually have the backstage pass to heaven, so we can go there anytime we want.
And it'll actually help us get.
Oh well, we can use that as a teleport zone if we need to. We shouldn't need to, but it's there in case we need it.
In case.
Basically, if I screw up this speed run at any point, I should be able to fix it in heaven.
Join us in suicide.
I mean, I would rather it not come to that, but you know, I'm gonna try really hard to make sure the speed run goes exactly the way I need it to.
So far, it's running at 10 frames per second. Perfect.
I'm actually, I think I might be ahead of time. Like, we're doing really well for the speed run.
You might be getting the world record.
Oh, I would love that. And the world record guy does this weird thing where, like, he beats the first boss, he looks away from the teleporter, he teleports right into heaven, he stabs God, and then just rolls the credits.
And that's bizarre.
It is. I've never figured out how to do it, but, I mean, he can just do it whenever he wants. He actually did a charity stream.
Did he?
Yeah, it was crazy.
How many times has he killed God?
You'd be surprised. That guy just keeps coming back.
Well, he's God.
Yeah, it's true. He is God. I see, the way I understood it, I thought it was that once you kill God, you become God, but apparently that's not actually the case. That was just a...
It's like a Pokemon thing, where, like, even though you win and become the champion, you still have to fight the champion every time you go in there.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, and actually, much like this game, Gary Oak is always waiting for you at the very end. Yeah, it sucks. So this is an important part. Basically, what we do here is we get to fix this guy's tonsils. When we do that, that'll help us later on. Otherwise, we'd have to fight him as a boss.
Nice.
Yep, and it's actually working out pretty well. Oh, we are at 31 minutes here, so I will stop this episode. We'll continue this speed run in the next episode. I hope you all are finding this very informative. I know we did digress a little with Hyrule's history, but with any luck, you all found it enjoyable.